cc segment. TVS Motor Company has a strategic long-term partnership with BMW Motorrad to develop and manufacture sub 500cc bikes both for domestic and global markets. The BMW G310R is the first motorcycle to be manufactured under this partnership. Today, we are launching the TVS motorcycle based on the common platform. We are confident that this product will set the highest benchmark for performance and win appreciation from all quarters. The product that you will see today is a culmination of years of sincere efforts. Before I conclude, I'd like to acknowledge the countless hours that all my colleagues have put in to make this day possible. Once again, welcome to all of you for this exciting launch. Thank you.
Ravi, the bikes being launched today, they will let us know when it will be available in Jammu.
We've always tried to create products for our customers that are both aspirational as well as distinct. To talk more about this transformational journey, I would now like to invite on stage Mr. Sudarshan Venu, Joint Managing Director, TVS Motor Company.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for being here today. A special welcome to our partners and customers, over 500,000 of them in 60 countries who are watching the live stream today. The economy is doing well and the auto industry is growing. In this context, TVS is focused on widening our product range and investing in technology for the future. The current launch of TVS Apache 310 is an example of this commitment, and we will continue to build on this. A few years ago, we started with the launch of the TVS Apache 150cc. This was then followed up with our 160, 180 and recently our 200 as well. TVS Apache RTR has become the fastest growing brand in the premium segment. Our new 310cc motorcycle reinforces our commitment to exceeding customer expectations and marks our foray into the super premium category. This is the most advanced product in our portfolio, and it is built on the 35 years of our experience in the racetrack. We are confident that customers will find this bike to be a great mix of race-crafted technology and riding dynamics. This product is built as part of our strategic partnership with BMW Motorrad. It has given both companies an opportunity to translate their collective learnings into cutting-edge quality products and create good growth opportunities for both companies. As we unveil our latest product, I would really like to appreciate the effort taken by our team over the past few years to develop this best-in-class product. We have always strived to create aspiration for our customers by bringing them aspirational products with cutting-edge technology. Based on this, we are present in over 60 countries today, and in most of these countries, the Apache 310RR will be launched shortly. This bike has been designed to be a global offering and a true example of Make in India for the world. We are confident that this will improve our growth and market share in the premium segment. I'm really grateful to all of you for being here today, and once again my appreciation to the team for this excellent product. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sudarshan. We'll now have a short act right now.
The light is a bit too low for the camera, I guess. Let me change my sitting position and hopefully we'll get a better focus. Guys who are questioning the dance, sometimes during these launches, bike manufacturers do put in these kind of entertaining events. So nothing new. This is just to keep engaging the audience. That's it. Hello, Ravi. So this is just to build up the surprise, that's it. Nothing new, nothing unexpected. These kind of entertainment events do happen at launches. I know you.
We are minutes away from unveiling a product that we all have been waiting for. Therefore, without much further ado, I invite Mr. Arun Siddharth, Vice President Marketing, Premium Segment Two-Wheelers and TVS Racing, to take us through the product strategy.
Okay, this is going to be a presentation by Mr. Arun Siddharth. He's going to tell us about the product strategy. So,
welcome, and it's great to have all of you here for the launch of the Apache RR310 from TVS. And I think today is a great day for us because also it's the 10th year of Apache. And like Mr. KNR said, we'll have more than 2.5 million. In fact, by the end of the year, we'll be hitting 3 million Apaches and Apache fans across the world who will be riding on race machines and really expressing their love towards the moment of growing the entire point of racing as far as we are concerned, because that's what we are great at. As far as Apache is concerned,
no, guys, they have not shared the specs yet.
A lot of people who have tuned into our live webcasts from across the world, from Latin America to Europe, to Africa, to Asia, and of course India, which is our home market. Like Mr. Sudarshan said, there are more than 500,000 people watching us, and almost the pre-campaigns have gone out to almost 15 million touch points across the world. So this is great, and keeping this in mind, without further delay to all of them, because they're waiting eagerly for the TVS Apache RR310, let me quickly take you through what exactly is the thought behind this product. Next slide, please. So this is a rough agenda of what I'm going to quickly take you through. The vision for premium business as far as we are concerned. How do we look at it? What is the market structure? Because we're all talking about big bikes. So what exactly is the market structure for this in India? 2, what is the TVSM presence in this particular market? Then, of course, TVS Racing, where we are celebrating 35 years of our brand. And of course,
guys, there were people in front of me, in front of the camera. I had to take a seat from the back. From here you can see the entire stage, that's why I came back. I would try to go in front, but I don't want to move right now while the conference is going on. So before the bike is launched, I'll definitely go in front of the towards the front of the stage.
Desirable high-quality products and services that create customer delight, which are delightfully executed. This is what we want to stand for, and I think this, with every Apache that we have sold, which is also testament to the fact that we won JD Pass so many times with the Apache brand, I think The new one is going to take the idea of delightful execution to the next level. So next, can we have the next slide, please? So this is roughly the market structure in India. If you see in the overall two-wheeler industry, about 60% is motorcycles, about 35% is scooters. And in that, the premium segment is about 15% odd. And the good part about this is that it's growing massively. Across the world also where we sell in our international markets, this is a growing segment. So this is something where we can set aspiration, we can really showcase what innovation, technology, and high quality means. Next. What has been our TVS journey in this particular segment? So last 5 years, the segment has grown at about 10% CAGR, whereas the TVSM business has been growing at a robust 30%, which is 3 times the industry over the last 5 years, which is fantastic for us and gives us the confidence to take the next leap forward, because this is only a curtain raiser for what we're going to achieve. But also keeping in mind the fact that it's now the second largest brand in the sports segment in the country, and also the volume is almost tripled in the last 5 years. Next, please. So the results of the business side is what you have seen, but what makes that possible is a great story which believes in something that is really, really unique to you. And for us, that unique story is TVS Racing. The overall story of the Apache brand resides in the 35 years of learnings that we've had on the racetrack. And I think this would not have been possible if not for our wonderful racing team who help us engineer, craft, and test each and every Apache that our Apache club members and Apache fans across the world buy. Each and every one is engineered and tested by these particular gentlemen. We started in 1982 with our first moped, TVS 50, where we hit 105 kilometers an hour. And this is where our need for speed increased. Culminating in 2015, where we were the first Indian manufacturer to go to Dhaka, which is the most toughest race, so-called the toughest race in the world, where you
Mohammed Sabah request you to kindly not use this kind of language.
After that, we have had 3 years of racing dominance, which also helps us create racing technology which can bring to our road bikes, which is what Apache brand is about. Engineering products, because essentially for us, TVS Racing is a part of our R&D setup. And they help and test everything that our engineers create. The unique thing about TVS Motor Company is that our designers, our engineers, our product marketeers all ride. And that's why each and every bike that we make has the kind of riding dynamics that any youngster would love on a bike of this class. Finally, each and every Apache that you buy comes with assurance that it's tested, developed by racers. So with this in mind, I would like to show a small snapshot of what we have achieved and what has been our story of TVS Racing for the last 35 years. Can we have the TVS Racing film, please?
It began as a passion and grew into an obsession. Racing is in our blood. Pushing boundaries, breaking limits. That's what fuels us. Our love for racing began in 1982 when a TVS moped clocked 105 kilometers per hour. Since then,
105 kilometers per hour on a TVS moped, guys, can you imagine it? And that was in 1982.
The AX100 won the Great Himalayan Desert Rally. In 1992, the TVS Supra won the National Rally Championship. To commemorate this achievement, 250 special rally kit editions were made, and so a revolution in racing began in 1993 as the Shogun kicked off ski and bike racing in India. The iconic TVS Shogun stamped its authority on the track and picked up the Indian National Rally Championship and the Supercross Championship in 1998. The period from 2000 to 2005 saw the
Guys, just
legendary
wait for a few
TVS
seconds. I'll go in front. I don't want to go right now because the contest is going on. As soon as we have a small break, I'll definitely go in front.
National Rally Championships. 2005 saw a new benchmark being set for performance with the launch of the TVS Apache RR. The bike still continues to rule the track with a 90% win rate and multiple national championships. We won the Slada and Sri Lanka National Championship in 2011 and asserted our dominance again in 2016 and 2017. In 2015, we took on the toughest race on earth. We left our mark in Dakar as the first Indian manufacturer. We believe that racing should have no boundaries. That's why we created history in 2016 by becoming the first factory racing team in India to sign a woman racer while also launching the Women's Road Racing Cup. In 2017, the TVS Apache RR cemented its supremacy by winning its 6th consecutive INMRC title. Our legacy has been shaped on the track over 35 years. Our commitment to performance and perfection has culminated into the ultimate track weapon.
So I'm moving to the
More
left.
than 35 years of effort. I know there are a lot of passionate bikers who are sitting here who we have great admiration for. I don't think anybody would be here if not for the gentlemen here who have crafted this legacy for us, which we are taking it forward. Now, if you come to the overall industry per se, in premium business, there are three broad segments, so to say. There is, in India, the biggest segment, which is sport, which is the big segment where you have naked bikes and you have super sports. Then you have a touring nascent segment, which is developing. And then there is the heritage bikes. These are the three big ones. As far as TVS is concerned, we are very, very strongly going to play on the sport business. And that's where we are going to really focus with the Apache RR and RR. Keeping these in mind, the brand's structure for the brand architecture for us works out. Can we have the next slide, please? The next slide. Works out with these two big brands, which is the Apache RTR, which is our naked sport bikes, and then the RR, which we'll show you today, which is our super sport bike. So going forward, why the RR series? So these are the four big reasons why the RR series. The reason why Apache RR, the decision that we took on this particular segment was because of these four big things. To start with, our Apache consumers. We are a consumer-oriented company. We listen to consumers very, very hard. And when we have been seeing more than 2.5 million
The bike has not
customers
been
of
shown
ours,
yet.
Racing fans asking for a more powerful bike
but the
in
name,
terms of
as you all know,
upgradation
it's
choices.
not Akula,
I think
but
this
Apache
makes
RR310.
complete sense because it's not. It is meant for the racetrack. It is meant at the same time to be able to also do the job of taking him from Monday to Friday for his other commutes. So the whole point of this particular exercise is because it is the most challenging product concept to execute. And why do we say that? Because across Latin America, parts of Europe where we sell, Africa and Asia along with India, the big insight for us was that people don't really have two bikes. The youngsters have one bike which has to do the job from Monday to Friday of a weekday bike, and then on the Saturday, Sundays, it needs to really get to the next level and allow him to express his passion on the tracks or on roads where it's safe to do so. So keeping this in mind, we had to have a concept which would then build accessibility also to motorsport. With 35 years of racing with us and the racing team and all the ex-racers along with the current racers, we have a very, very strong rider contact program and consumer engagement program with the Apache fans. So to bring this to life, we needed a product where we can allow the Apache owners to come and really race on the tracks at the next level. So this platform gives us the ability to create a product for something like this, where we can really grow the market of motorsport. For example, like I told you, only 15% of the market at the moment is premium bikes. And we truly believe, rather than compete for share, to grow the market to the next level is where we would make or unlock a big aspect of the value chain as far as premium motorcycles is concerned, which is where this brand really brings and opens up the kind of halo and the imagery of a racing brand that we really need. Finally, like I told you, it strengthens our racing positioning. RTR took us to this level. Now RR is going to really create the halo effect on the track, where we can really give our consumers a full-on track experience with a super sport bike with no holds barred, along with TVS racing riders. Next. Now coming to the RR310. I know this is what you've been waiting for. So without much ado, let me introduce you to the bike in a small way. It has been developed with 5 big development objectives. First is performance. 2.93 seconds is the 0 to 60 time on this bike, and a top speed of 160 kilometers an hour. Next, aerodynamics. This is the next big thing that we have done as far as engineering is concerned. Normally, you see this kind of work happening on big bikes or cars. In a 300cc environment, we have the best-in-class coefficient of drag. We have a gill profile for thermal management, because it's important to make the rider feel comfortable when he's going on really hardcore touring, or at the same time on a racetrack when he's pushing the bike very, very hard. At the same time, extensive wind tunnel testing and computational fluid dynamics, which is the modeling that we've used to ensure that we have best-in-class engine temperatures near the leg regions. Also, what we have achieved with this is a drag coefficient of about 0.26, which is,
we had a bit
again,
of a network issue, so the network paused.
Lastly, in terms of, next please, in terms of riding dynamics, it comes with a race origin lightweight trellis frame, a complete aluminium die-cast swing arm for lightweightedness. It comes with, our suspension is tuned by Kayaba, who have extensive race experience just like us. So it's a pleasure to work with people who understand racing. And also, it comes with a monotube floating piston technology on the monoshop, which allows you a very, very good performance and a very planted feel. So, this is about the product. What can we do about the experience that is going to set this bike apart? Now, this is where we believe, along with a great product, we are going to have a really great experience. The owners of Apache Tribe, or Apache products, what we call the Apache Tribe, are going to have an exclusive experience which is one of a kind, where we're going to open up the world of racing as we know it for our consumers to really fall in love and experience it. The first of them is the Apache Racing Experience. These are track events which will be held across the country, where we'll be training with TVS racing riders like Harry, Jagan, Aishwarya, all of them. Apart from that, this would be a 3-level program. So we don't want to make this only for advanced riders. We would like to have beginners, intermediate, and an advanced program, so that all kinds of Apache customers can come and enjoy racing in a really premium, safe, yet engaging experience. Then we have the One Make Championship, which next year is going to go to the next level also. It's a satellite race series with special race spec One Make Apaches. And next year's special debut will be the Apache RR310, which will be for race spec on the One Make Championships. In terms of owner groups, now we have 8 owner groups across the country already, along with Latin America, where we have more than 40 different owner groups. We have owner groups in Africa, we have owners groups in Southeast Asia. So all of them we would like to bring under city-wise chapters with Apache Owners Group, where they get one-on-one exclusive owner. Not only do they get rights, but they also get one-on-one exposure with TVS Motor designers, engineers, TVS racing officials, for creating a better interaction between the bike they own, the brand that they believe in, and the people who engineer them. Finally, in terms of factory tour program, we're starting this again. It's only for Apache owners, where they can come into our factory with a pre-scheduled appointment, where we have slots in which they can register, and they will have the ability to watch their Apache getting built. And we'll be taking through the factory with experienced professionals who do this day in, day out. So this is where Apache world is going to go. The world of racing, the way we are going to internet everything together, and the sky is the limit as far as an Apache owner is concerned, because we have so many different experience programs to bring them together and get an experience of something. As far as their stock bike is concerned, they can come and take a part in AREs. If they want to ride an advanced level where they can ride a much more faster Apache, we have a one-week championships, and then of course they have the ability to meet the people who design and engineer their products along with the factory where it is built. So it's a complete 360 that we're building across. So this is the stuff that we're putting together. But there is one more which we are very, very happy to announce today, and it's also the world premiere for this particular event that we would be doing. I'm very, very happy to announce, next slide please, the Apache RR Club. This will be one-of-a-kind race-spec Apache RR310 Cup, which will be held across Latin America, South America, Central America. It will be held across Europe, Africa, as well as Asia, where people have the chance to ride events which are organized by TVS Racing, and also this would be in select nations where they get a chance to represent TVS Racing. And the winners of each continent square off end of the year in a exclusive event in a very, very top-notch racetrack in the probably some of the best racetracks in the world, where they would square off against each other, and the winner gets a chance to represent TVS Racing in their country. So this is the RR Cup, and this is how we're building the entire experience of the Apache tribe. Keeping all this in mind, and without wanting to keep you for too far away, let me now present the product to you, and can we have the launch video followed by the launch sequence. Thank you so much.
Okay guys, so the moment everyone was waiting for, the bike is just a few seconds away. Yeah. There's a small AV before the launch, and then after that the bike will be there.
I request Sudarshan to please come on stage along with Kiana.
Okay.
I still have enough time, so don't push around. They're going to be here.
So guys, the bike is here, Ashwar and